Yeah, this is really interesting. The PGA Tour is headed towards the Ryder Cup a week from now. Uh, Big storylines involving Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. Tiger Woods has been voted onto the PGA Tour Policy Board. This is important because of part of the merger with LIV, if it ever gets approved. The PGA is the one that's going to have controlling decision-making power on everything golf-related between the ropes. Tournaments here, tournaments in Europe, the creative stuff they might want to do, South Africa, the Pacific Ring, etc. Tour Policy Board makes those decisions. Tiger gets voted on the Tour Policy Board in place of a gentleman, an old retired gentleman. It gives the players the majority. There are now 6 players on the Tour Policy Board. So Tiger and the guys on that board will influence the decision, and it won't be, quote, non-PGA golfers that'll be making that decision. So that's a huge step forward because there'd been an awful lot of barking that when this story leaked out, you made this deal, Jay Monahan, without any player input. What the hell is the Tour Policy Board there for?
Right.
Well, now it's there, and Tiger is going to be the spokesman. Tiger is going to be the emotional leader, and there'll be 6 players on the board that gives them the majority. Then the LIV is playing here in West Virginia, of all places, at Greenbrier. I mean, there might be 12 people that show up. It's only 12 people that live in that county. Anyhow, Phil Mickelson stood up at the press briefing on Wednesday before they got ready to play the first round at the end of the week in West Virginia. And he is of the opinion LIV players don't want to come back and play on the tour. What? I mean, nobody's praised this, quote, merger. And then Phil said, and by the way, I don't think I should be fined. I don't think I owe anybody an apology for what I did. And I don't think there should be an entrance fee for the guys who played in the Saudi League to come back and play on the PGA Tour. Phil opens mouth, inserts foot. Why would you say this in public? You do it behind closed doors as they, quote, negotiate whether there's a reinstatement fee or whether there's a fine. So, I mean, Phil just explodes with more stuff out of his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, that's nuts. I mean, he rejected the PGA, broke up with them to sign with a competitor.
He violated his PGA Tour card.
Yeah. So, on many levels, I mean, that is a huge diss to the PGA. And so, yeah, when Phil comes back, he's going to have to come back with his tail between his legs. He can't expect to be returning to Phil Mickelson glory on the PGA. So that was dumb. But I like seeing Tiger Woods in a leadership position. I mean, his career as a golfer, he only has a little bit left in the tank, but he's still involved in PGA. He's still trying to make it a better sport and trying to make it a players' league. And I like that.
Yeah. I still maintain I'd love to see Tiger on my TV as an analyst rather than Tiger limping up and down the fairway, unable to play or make shots. Maybe that's still to come. But, my critique, I had such great regard for Lefty. He became the fans' man.
Oh, for sure.
Over the course of his career. But boy, the way he's acted and the business things that he's gotten himself involved in at the tail end of his career. Don't go there, Phil. I mean, he's obviously in the sunset of an illustrious career. I'm embarrassed that he's playing so badly in the majors. I'm embarrassed that he's not anywhere near the top of the leaderboard in the Saudi Arabian tour. But I just wish it didn't end this way because he's besmirching, he's staining what was just a sparkling resume and a popularity of who he was over the course of his career. I just don't understand why he's doing that. I do understand